Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our Monday morning assembly. Today, we're going to think about rules in school and in life and how they help us to grow and to flourish. And we're going to think about the idea that rules need to be kept even when they're not seen by other people. So, at the weekend, I bought a plant. Now, I'm not usually very good at getting plants to grow and to be healthy. So I was just thinking about the rules that I might need to make my plant grow. So I'm wondering, I like ice cream. I wonder if I should feed my plant ice cream. I bet that would make it grow. Do you think that's the case? Do you think ice cream would make my plant grow and be healthy? No? Okay, well, if I can't feed it ice cream, maybe I could give it a fizzy drink as a treat. Something to keep it, energised. Maybe a can of, Coke or Fanta. Do you think that would work if I poured that onto my plant? Would that make my plant grow? I'm sure I read somewhere that plants can be shy. I think I might get a tea towel and I might put it over the top of my plant so none of the leaves stick out, none of the flowers stick out, in case it's feeling shy and awkward. Is that a good rule to help my plant to grow? I think some of you are saying that I can't feed my plant ice cream, that I shouldn't give my plant fizzy drinks, and that I mustn't put a tea towel over the top of my plant. I don't think that they would be very good rules, would they? If I want to make my plant grow healthy and strong, then I think I need to make sure my plant has soil so that it can send down its roots and suck up those nutrients. I think I need to feed my plant water, make sure it has water. Not too much though, because we don't want to drown it. We don't want to make it all soggy and sodden. Just enough water so that the soil is damp. And I think my plant would not like to be covered up at all. I think my plant needs to be in the sunshine to live. So that's what I'm going to do instead. I think they are better rules. So today I'm going to tell you a story about an emperor in the Far East, in the Orient. Okay? And he was getting old. He knew that soon it would be time to choose his successor, the person who would take his place when he finished being emperor. So instead of choosing one of his assistants or his own children, which he would usually do, he decided to try something different. He called all the young people in the kingdom together one day and he said, "The time has come for me to step down and choose the next emperor. And I have decided to choose one of you." The young people were shocked, but the emperor carried on. "I'm going to give each one of you a seed today, one seed, just one. It's a really special seed. I want you to go home, plant the seed, water it, and come back here 1 year from today with what you have grown from this one seed. And I will then judge the plants that you bring to me, and this will tell me who will be the next emperor of my kingdom." Now there was one boy named Ying who was there that day and received a seed along with the others. He went home. He excitedly told his mother the whole story. So she helped him get a pot and some planting soil. He planted the seed. He watered it carefully, and every single day he would water it and watch to see if it had grown. After about 3 weeks, some of the other young people began to talk about their seeds and the plants that were beginning to grow. Ying kept going home and checking his pot, but nothing was growing. 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks went by, still nothing. By now, many of the young people were talking about their plants, but Ying's didn't grow and he felt like a failure. 6 months went by, half a year, and still nothing in Ying's pot. He knew he'd killed his seed. everyone else had trees and tall plants, huge blooms, but he had nothing. Ying was worried. He didn't say anything to his friends, but he kept waiting for his seed to grow. Finally, the year had passed, and all the young people of the kingdom brought their plants to the emperor for inspection. Ying told his mother that he wasn't going to take an empty pot, but she encouraged him to go, to take his pot, and to be honest about what had happened. Ying felt sick to his stomach, but he knew his mother was right. The emperor had said that they should all return after a year, so he took his empty pot to the palace. When Ying arrived, he was amazed at the variety of plants grown by everybody else. They were beautiful in all shapes and sizes. Ying put his empty pot on the floor, and many of the others laughed at him. A few felt sorry for him and just said, "Hey, don't worry, nice try." When the emperor arrived, he surveyed the room and greeted the young people. Ying just tried to hide in the back behind everybody else. "My, what great plants, trees and flowers you have grown," said the emperor. "Today, one of you will most definitely be appointed the next emperor." All of a sudden, the emperor spotted Ying at the back of the room with his empty pot. He ordered his guards to bring him to the front, and Ying was terrified. "The emperor knows I'm a failure. Maybe he'll even have me killed." When Ying got to the front, the emperor asked his name. "My name is Ying," he replied. All the kids were laughing and making fun of him. The emperor told everyone to quiet down. He looked at Ying and then he announced to the crowd, "Behold, your new emperor. His name is Ying." Ying couldn't believe it. He couldn't even grow his seed. How could he even be the new emperor? And then the emperor said, "1 year ago today, I gave everyone here a seed. I told you to take the seed, plant it, water it, and bring it back to me today. But I gave you all boiled seeds, which would never grow. All of you, except Ying, have brought me trees and plants and flowers. When you found the seed wouldn't grow, you substituted another seed for the one I gave you. Ying was the only one with the courage and the honesty to bring me a pot with my actual seed in it, and therefore he is the one who will be the new emperor." I wonder if you can think of all the young people who it was that stuck to the emperor's rules. Was it easy for him to stick to the rules? No, it wasn't easy. He felt terrible. He felt like a failure. It wasn't easy for him to do the right thing. He could have cheated. He could have tried to fool everyone. But what mattered to the emperor was that Ying kept to the rules, even when he thought no one would notice. We say that Christians believe that God sees everything we do, and God sometimes knows it's difficult for us to do the right thing. If we can be like Ying and stick to what we know is right, then we'll be like those plants that grew healthy, tall and strong. Sometimes we're not sure what's right, and then we can ask people or talk to the people who care for us, like Ying talked to his mother and listened to her advice. Well done for listening. I hope that you enjoyed that story. Let's put our hands together for a prayer to finish our assembly. Dear God, thank you for the rules that help us to live and grow. Teach us to do what is right, whether people see what we do or not. Amen. Well done for listening, everybody, and thank you for joining me for our Monday morning assembly. I'll be back on Wednesday with another story about rules and expectations. Have a lovely day. Bye, everybody.